No, it's hard to get 10 sacks. And I'm not going to sit here and act like we had a plan that, gave us the opportunity to get 10 sacks. That doesn't happen often. Guys, we definitely had a lot of energy getting after the quarterback, but I don't think we can expect to go into any game and get 10 sacks. It's not a regular occurrence. But, guys kept eating, and it's a bunch of different guys doing well and performing. That's what you want to see from a defense, especially us. We rotate D linemen a lot, and so to see all of them kind of get involved. It's good outing.
What do you said you can't take anything on to the next game. Is there anything to be said for confidence, knowing you got 3 tough ones on the road, just to have this one at least in your back pocket?
No, a win is a win. Like I said, nothing we did today gives us anything next week. So we go back to the drawing board on Tuesday, correct what we need to correct, prepare, and go compete.
What can you say about the job that Orlando Scandrick did? He was with you guys for training camp, but to be able to make this impact today in his first regular season game.
Yeah, I mean, comes in kind of off the street, digests the game plan, had a good week of practice, obviously big play today. Gives us a lot of security to be able to go and communicate, have another veteran out there, and then obviously he's making plays too. So the more comfortable he gets, I think the more settled we get as a defense.
Obviously, you guys have had a bunch of rotating pieces. What made you guys all come together today?
Well, I think it's easy when you don't have to cover for that long. It takes a lot of stress off the back end. I thought Jim Schwartz called a really good game, put us in position to make some plays, and I thought everybody played well. Rasul had a really good day on the outside. I think we did what we were supposed to do, and so we'll look at the tape and continue to prepare and go compete.
Zach, how'd it feel out there?
It was good. I mean, it's always good to get a win. Obviously, as an offense, I don't feel like we performed up to our standards, but that's why football's a great team game. Our defense, 10 sacks, 2 touchdowns, put us in great field position all night. Special teams made a couple plays, so big team win, home win. Going to be on the road for the next 3 weeks, so we needed this one.
You scored early though. That's a positive, right? First drive.
Yeah, I mean, we always want to start fast. If we get our defense in the position to rush the passer, I mean, I think we all saw today what they could really do. We just got to put them in those positions more consistently, and I think that's coming.
You believe the defense plays differently when it has a lead like that?
I mean, for sure. I mean, our defense is built to rush the passer. I mean, those guys are monsters. Fletch, BG, DB, all those guys are really good pass rushers. And, I mean, obviously they're a really good run defense too, but I think it's much more enjoyable for them when they're able to rush the passer and I think really just pin their ears back and go.
Okay, specifically the second quarter, it can be a little bit easier when the defense is, playing like it was, but how hard is it for the offense to kind of create your own momentum?
I mean, it was, obviously there were spells where we weren't on the field for a long period of time, and it's a little tough to find rhythm, but that's no excuse for the overall performance. And I'm not going to take away from the win because it really was a good team win, but just little things that I think that we can be better at as an offense, and we will be.
As a follow-up to that, it seemed Doug wasn't too enthused about the way you guys played, particularly on offense.
Yeah.
What kind of perspective do you take after a win? Because, like you said, you guys need a win, but do you not go overboard with it?
I mean, first of all, that's a good defense. They got a lot of talent on the defensive side of the ball. Greg Williams has had a history of being a really good D coordinator. So that's always, I think you always got to factor in that. But at the same time, we hold ourselves to high standards on offense. And I don't judge a game at the end of the day based off how the defense played or how special teams play. I look at the offense. And as an offense, I feel like we can play better. And I know we will be better. We've played better in the past. So I'm not overly concerned. I mean, last week we were on a roll, and we kind of had to pick up the defense. And I think this week it was the opposite. And that's why football is the ultimate team game. It takes all 3 phases. And at the end of the day, it's a win, though.
Happy we won.
Did you feel like you ever left?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I left. Yeah.
You mentioned it earlier this week, but not being on an opening day roster for the first time in 11 years.
Yeah, it's
the
crazy.
Emotions that you're feeling
12
right
years.
Now. 12 years. Excuse me.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Emotions, It's one game. I get 24 hours to enjoy it. I'll be back in on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. I'll watch the film. I'll put it behind me. And then I'll look forward to the Minnesota Vikings and, whatever I got to do to help this team win again.
Have you ever had 2 sacks in a game?
I don't think so.
What was it like to get across the goal line?
I mean, it was great. I just stay even keel. I don't try and get too high. I've been in this league a long time. We'll take this thing one game at a time, one day at a time. And, that's one game, that's a W. And like I said, I'll enjoy it for 24 hours. I'll put it behind me. After that, I'll watch the film. I will correct the things that I messed up on, and I will build on the things that I did good.
What did you see from this defense in general? The fact that you guys had so many sacks?
Just flying around, enjoying each other. Like I said, when I got here, it's a lot of talent around here. It's a great group of guys, and I'm just happy to be here.
Win feel, and how important is it going into such a tough stretch?
It feels great. Our defense, they carried us today. That was nice to see, but we got to have that back as well. But that's a tough defense we played, but we expect to move the ball on every defense, so we got to get back to work and just fix everything that we messed up on.
Jordan, what do you think about the run game today and getting it going early?
I feel like we got to go in early, then it start bogging down a little bit. Some of the stuff they were doing, but just some of the stuff I was doing as well, I need to do better. But I feel like we picked it back up.
For the offense as a whole, how hard is it sometimes to try to create your own momentum when you guys feels like you're stalling a little bit in the second quarter?
It's kind of tough sometimes, but we love a challenge, so we're going to take it on head on every time. So we just got to do our best to fight it.
What can you take from this? Obviously, the Jets are not, a very good football team, and now you guys are going on the road to face 3 tough games in a row. But what can you take from this one?
You can never take anything for granted in the NFL. They're in the NFL for a reason. They have a great defense, bunch of hungry dogs, young guys on there. So you got to bring it with them. But it was just a good momentum win for us. So just got to keep it going.
Can you talk about the choice of outfits here?
You got to represent Reggie White, Hall of Famer, just throwback.
We did a good job defensively of, kind of stifling our run game a little bit. Moved the front around, mixed it up with the looks. All stuff that they've done before on tape. We just got to, do a better job executing. Start with myself. I think I didn't play very well, especially in certain facets of the game today. That's what it's about. We can watch it, get better, improve, get ready for Minnesota.
That first drive was a nice one. That's a nice way to come out of the gates. What happened so good there?
I thought we started off running the ball pretty well that drive, and Carson, the receivers were all on the same page. I think that they adjusted pretty well, kind of shut some of those things down a little bit, and they're well coached. They're a good defensive coordinator. They play hard, So I thought, all in all, defense, hell of a game for them. Offense, we got some stuff to learn from and get better on.
So on the scoreboard, this is a lopsided win, but the offense, do you guys not feel that way?
Well, I feel like it was a lopsided win based on the score, but we could have played a lot better offensively, especially up front and in the run game.
For the defense to have a game like they did, this team's only had 10 sacks once before in the franchise history. What does that say for the work they've put in?
They've been chomping at the bit to get those numbers. Obviously, we weren't playing Aaron Rodgers in the same team we were playing last week, but this is all about getting better. It's all about improving. Bottom line is, if you're getting 10 sacks, it doesn't matter who you're playing. You're having some really, really good rushes. So, kudos to them for sure.
Jason, what happened on the quarterback sneak, the 4th and 1? A rare misfire.
Didn't get it. I don't know. That's about all I got. I don't know. Watch the film, I guess. Didn't get the same push that we usually get, I guess.
I know every win is big in the National Football League. We hear that all the time. But how key is this to perform this way, knowing you guys have these 3 tough games on the road coming up?
To be honest, I haven't even thought about the next 3 games. I know we play Minnesota next, but I couldn't even tell you who's after that. I really don't care about that. I care about playing, this game, one game at a time. We got stuff to learn from this week, and we'll focus in on Minnesota and get ready for next week.
Yeah, we knew they like swap boot. I knew they like it to my side, dominant arm, and I'm trying to get that tip on that one. I got a tip on it, so I'm trying to get that stat on there.
Can you describe how much you live to hit the quarterback?
Honestly, that's what as a D lineman, that's the dream. To hit them as many times as you can, and sack them as many times as you can. Hitting them is cool, but getting them down and actually changing the field possession, is even better. So I'm just happy I got him on the ground. How many times I'd have missed and came close so many times. I'm just happy it worked out for all of us.
Did you know that Orlando was such a good pass rusher?
Oh, I knew Orlando can make plays because, been playing against him for a long time in Dallas, and I'm happy he's on our team still, kicking and making plays.
You didn't invite him into the D-line room?
Well, you know what? I think he's doing a good job so far. If we feel like he needs some help, we'll help him out on the field. He don't need to be in the room, though.
Granted, I'm sorry if you answered this already, but what did you see out of this defense today to get 10 sacks against it?
I just seen, everybody. Once we got started, it's just everybody just wanted their piece. I was just happy that, everybody that we all bust our little. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. we got into the sack column, and I'm happy about that.
How does it feel for you though? 3 sacks today. What was working?
Just getting off, playing hard and not missing them. That's the number one thing.
You've had stretches in your career where you've gone a few games without a sack, and you've talked about how you can press sometimes, but you just have to let the game kind of come to you. Have you got better at that as you've gotten?
You know what? Honestly, today it was one of those things where I try to be. When you beat a man clean sometimes, and you get your eyes all bright, you get all extra hype. Sometimes you can overplay it, and all you got to do is make a little step, and you going. Your technique got to be real good, especially when you're approaching the quarterback, because they taught to do so many different things. Different quarterbacks got different moves, and that just come from the film study. And sometimes in that moment, you're so hyped to get the sack, you just kind of be wild a little bit. And I had to calm down today, and I'm glad they just kind of popped right on me.
Oh, every game. I think every game I go in with the highest confidence in myself to make a play. I don't know if it's being a touchdown, but I always go in high confidence, no matter, just make a play in general. Like I said, just play my role, make my plays that are made for me.
Can you describe the moment and what it was like when you got back to the sideline too?
I was tired, I'll tell you that. But no, it was awesome. I think that just being able to see all my teammates smile on the face, knowing that, especially for me, I put a lot of work in for 3 years since I've been here, and be able to get the opportunity to just being on the field a lot more is pretty awesome for myself. So I was pretty geeked up to see all my teammates smiling and hyping me up.
For this defense to dominate the way it did, what was different today? 10 sacks.
Nothing. I think one thing that we did, we just played our type of football. We didn't do anything. I mean, we didn't put in any new calls. We didn't change any schemes against them. We just executed what our defense was called today. That's what was the difference.
Sorry for your interruption.
I had the running back man to man.
Looked like you had to stretch for it, so it wasn't easy.
No, it's a tough play on the defense. It's obviously, especially with us, everybody knows that we're going to blitz. So everybody got to get running when their man goes.
You talk about this defense finally being able to play your style of defense. What took it until week 5 for you guys to get there?
I think we've had new pieces in and out for the past 4 weeks or whatnot. So a lot of it's been communication. Having new guys in, we got to communicate, get people moved around a lot. And I think that today, we just had a lot of good communication. I think we kept the game plan very simple. We just executed what we had to do, and I think that's what was beneficial for us.
You just touched on
You see daylight. Was your first thought like, wow, okay, the end zone's really far away, but I'm trying to get there?
No, I was just trying to get there, regardless. Y'all saw me trying to get out of the end zone against Atlanta. I was 110 yards.
That's true.
You guys aren't home for a month now. Feeling knowing it's going to be that long, 3 straight road games, what that is going to be like?
It's tough. Playing on the road is obviously hard. I think one thing that makes us good is that we're a close group team, and going on the away games that you're all you have is the 53 people that travel. So I think that's one thing that's going to be beneficial for us in the away games is sticking together.